As everyone is preparing for the new year, removing all signs of Christmas, I haven't been quite ready to take down my Christmas decorations. I want to hold on to the magic of twinkle lights, the contagious excitement of bright spirits that the holiday season brings, the festivities and the joy of it all. I want to bottle it up a little while longer because I know come January, our true winter arrives. And a winter without the holiday season is simply a cold season. It is snowy. I feel like it was no better time to make this video, but today, being in the thick of it, we are officially in the new year. Happy New Year. First week of the new year. We are in our true winter. Usually the holiday season is over. It's like not much going on around this time, so I just wanted to walk you all through what it's like to truly embrace winter when you don't feel like it. As someone born and raised in the Midwest in Chicago, I am not unfamiliar with cold weather and snow. I'm gonna show you ways that I have slowed down my time and found ways that really bring me joy, that allow me to find gratitude during the winter time. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, let's find ways that we can embrace the winter time. As a first-time and new mama, I often find establishing a routine to be helpful to my well-being. So every single morning, the moment I get out of bed, I set the atmosphere in my home by turning on all of our accent lights. As usual, I'm making a cup of tea and I go into my quiet time with God. And this is my routine that I've been doing for quite some time. I realize has made a significant difference in how the rest of my day or even week goes. So I decided to spend a little bit of time out here, and I know it sounds so bizarre to choose to be outside when it's this cold. I'm usually not out here for a long time, but when I know that my heart is just heavy, feels so constrained, like I just can't breathe, that's all signs for me, anxiety, that I need to spend time with the Lord. Let's surrender this to God. And it's something about just coming out on our balcony when it's quiet early in the morning, watching these beautiful views, letting the wind blow, putting my feet to the ground, snaps me out of my own thoughts, binds all distractions. And I just literally sit here in quietness. I do have leggings on, some thigh-high socks, house shoes over my socks, a blanket, cup of tea, a sweater on, my very warm jacket, a thick scarf, and my -10 thermal gloves. I'm just bundled up in warmth. Oh, the moon is out. It's 5 o'clock and the moon is out. It's so fascinating. I focus on things around me. I start ruminating about the things in my mind. It's quite cold. I couldn't keep my gloves off longer than like 10 seconds, as expected. Just felt like I needed to come out here this morning. And I know doing this is going to prepare me for the rest of the day in the best way possible. It's time to go back in. It's cold. Well, this would make a lot of sense why I couldn't take my gloves off more than 10 seconds. It was like -12. The next few days we were like in the negatives before it reaches back up to 16, which is wild because 16 is still cold. But once you've been in the negative digits for so long, anything that's outside of the negative temperatures is considered warm. Skincare is so important for me. I have extremely dry skin. I have had dry skin since I was little. I literally remember washing my face and then thinking that I can move on and go do something else, and my skin would be so tight. I will have dry patches everywhere. And I also have sensitive skin. I tend to keep my routine very simple. It has evolved over time, as it should the older you get. As I had my baby, I had to make some changes to my skincare. Not much, enough that has given me a better understanding of the products that I need to use for my skin. Came across this video on YouTube by Dr. Alexis Stephen, and she's a dermatologist. It's the foundation for why I use the products that I use. She focused on skin type and skin condition. Although I'm sharing the products that work for me during the wintertime, does not mean that they could work for you. But she simplified your skin routine for the morning and night. I'm leaving that video down below. I think it's only like 14 minutes. Please take a look at it. Let's jump into exactly what I use. Because I do have dry skin, I tend to lean towards products that are hydrating. One of the products that I've been using for the last 2 years is CeraVe, and it's the hydrating facial cleanser. I saw a huge difference in this when I started using it. I used to be a tried and true clean and clear girl, and I saw that that product wasn't really working for my skin after having my first baby. I had to try something differently. After I wash my face, I usually go in with the toner again because it's hydrated. My tried and true has always been the witch hazel. Nothing's wrong with that. I just really wanted to switch it up. Notice a significant difference once I was using a hydrating cleanser and then a hydrating toner. I like to go in with the vitamin C serum. I've been using this one since 2020. People say do your research. I feel like it's intimidating because you're like, where do I start? There are like 400 products of vitamin C, and you're absolutely right. What I tend to do is like look at what everybody else is using first. I'm like, okay, what are people on social media using? What are my friends using? What is my family using? Do you even use vitamin C? Why is vitamin C important? And then I narrow down. I do my research off of that. And something new that I started using also after having my child, simply because sleep deprivation, whenever I have puffy eyes or I didn't get a lot of sleep, this is incredible. Just becoming a mom will have you investing in yourself a little bit more. It doesn't have to be part of your skincare routine. And I think it's important to say that. I know when I was looking for skincare products, I was watching so many videos and you just felt like you needed everything that they were using. And I'm like, well, this is not needed unless this is what you're looking for. Do your research. And all these products I will link down below. The next thing that I am using is a serum. A natural serum by Maveology. And this one is a daytime one. So she has a daytime and a nighttime one. I have both of them and my skin just soaks it up. It's a small business based in Houston. I met her in person. It was such an organic conversation that I forgot that she was selling products, and it was more so like she was educating me. I went ahead and bought the AM and PM serum, and 2 years later I have literally restocked. I have to buy the night one again, but I have restocked, and then I went back and bought some more products for the summertime. I will also leave her business down below. Before I found this product, I was using Neutrogena Hydro Gel Boost and Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I've been using this for so many years. These are incredible. Use on your skin in the wintertime. I know that I'm going to be outside and the temperature is in the single digits, negative digits. I will be like layering these products if I have to. I'm going to go in with my moisturizer, which is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer Lotion. And I got the lightweight one because I like to use it in the summertime as well. Always end it with a sunscreen. Even in the wintertime, if there's light, you need sunscreen. And I like this sunscreen too. It actually gives me an additional glow. I like to finish it off with some type of lip product. When I had my baby, one of the things that I was surprised about that did me the most were my lips. They were literally black. I mean, like the color of my hair. So dry, it was patchy, it was killing. I talked about it in my postpartum video, y'all. I thought I could just use Summer Fridays. I thought I can use a scrub. These lip masks, y'all know. Tell it to the nurse at my OB's office without hesitation. It was like, use Aquaphor. So you don't need to go out and buy anything fancy. Aquaphor will literally do the trick. But because my lips are doing pretty well, I use the Summer Fridays, which I need to restock up on. Keep one in my drawer next to my bed, and then I have one in my purse. And that is pretty much my entire morning skincare routine. Honestly, it is my yearly skincare routine. Whenever it's summertime, I take out a lot of the additional moisturizing steps and I keep it to the very basic. And that is all that I do, y'all. When it comes to body care, I also keep it very simple. After using my body wash, I usually go with lotions, and I decided to just try something differently. I reached out to you guys on Instagram and asked, like, what are moms doing who sweat a lot? A lot of this is contributed to becoming a mom and how just your body changes so much. One of you all recommended whole body spray, and I absolutely love it. It tends to help so much. I don't even know what I would have done without this. Such a great product. Then I like to spray on a perfume. This is not a necessity for the wintertime. I don't wait for a special moment anymore. In wintertime, I embrace it by doing little things that bring joy and that makes a difference hours from my day to day. So that is how I take care of myself, my body, and my skin during the winter time. That makes me feel put together. It's 20-something degrees today, and it feels like 6 degrees. It is snowing, it's beautiful, but it's quite cold. But this is the gear that I am usually wearing when it's this cold. In our entryway, I created a basket that houses all of our outerwear gear, gloves, hats, earmuffs, and we just all grab before heading out the door. One of my problematic areas where I get the coldest, no matter what low temperature it is, are my hands. I have tried several different types of gloves. I even got to the point where I started layering my gloves. But just recently, I found these deerskin suede gloves that are double lined and they are insulated. And they keep your hands so warm. As you all saw earlier in the video, that as soon as I took my hands out of my gloves, I started to get cold and frostbites. So these gloves protect you from even the lowest temperatures. They're originally made for those who work in cold conditions. These are my go-to for extremely cold days. And for less extreme winter days, my hot pink neon mittens. I usually wear these when it's raining outside because of the shiny polyester material. Here are my daily pink mittens that I wear on mild, low temperature cold days. Most runs that I'm involved in are usually in November. It's cold, but not to the extreme. And I like to keep touchscreen gloves on hand. I like to refer to this hat as my Home Alone hat. It is a wool chunky knit beanie. It's handmade and has great heat retention. I often wear a silk scarf underneath this beanie to protect my natural hair. This is a satin lined winter headband. I often have my hair up in a ponytail with my curly bangs in the front. So this just gives me versatility while also protecting my hair in the winter. Coats are a critical piece of gear for embracing and preparing for cold temperatures. And I can tell you what I like about this coat, but better yet, I'll tell you what this coat possesses so that you can go out and look for something similar and it can open up your possibilities. Some highlights that I want to point out about my coat that makes me love it so much, and it is great for extreme cold temperatures, is that it's thermal insulated, windbreaker, down feather, and water repellent coat. All that means is that it's great with the Chicago wind, and that when it rains, the rain falls right off. It works in extreme low temperatures from sub-zero to negative 34 degrees. This is not a coat that you wear indoors. You will burn up. I do not wear sweaters with this coat. I can wear tank tops, t-shirts, anything more than that, you will get extremely hot. I love the magnetic buttons. It also has thumb holes, which I didn't know what this was prior, but this gives extra warmth to your hand. And I walked around with this coat without my yellow gloves before and just put my hands in my pockets, and my hands were so warm. These are all the things that I never knew I needed because I never had a coat like this. Pick the right coat is based off a couple of factors. One coat may be great for touring the city in the wintertime on foot, or a coat option that makes you feel good, look good for your afternoon tea appointment, or you're going skiing. It really depends on your activity level, your budget, and the durability of the coat. This was the answer to embracing winter and being outside and not having to worry about being cold. Most important winter gear are boots. I switch between my Uggs and these snow boots. The Uggs I only wear when it's not snowing outside and it's just cold, but these snow boots are my go-to in sub-zero wintry snowstorms as they're insulated, waterproof, they have micro fleece lining, but the most important are that they have traction. When it gets very snowy outside, the ground tends to get mushy. There's a lot of ice that you usually can't see, and you need something to be able to hold your ground. And as a mom who walks around with the stroller, I have to have traction at the bottom of my boots. I feel like a news reporter. I am out here live doing this. Can I get a thumbs up in this video for being out here recording this video for y'all? You press it on, baby? Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. As I pointed out earlier in the video, getting outside does wonders for your mental health. It's invigorating, it's refreshing, it puts you in a better mood. This was one of the days that I decided to get up early before everybody else, go and watch the sunrise, something I had never seen before in person, and oh, was it worth it. Y'all legit are seeing the sunrise right now. Oh my gosh. I just saw the sunrise for the first time in my entire life. A lake, y'all, and it is completely frozen over. This is so wild. Y'all, I recalled months into postpartum being so terrified and knowing absolutely nothing about how to properly dress a child for the cold, let alone the type of gear. Fast forward, I have lots of experience now. So here are my uncomplicated go-to essentials. When my daughter was a baby still in the Duna stroller, we used a stroller cover. These are essential as shielding baby from wind, snow, rain. There are different covers for different strollers. I wanted to share our Amazon order page just to give you proof that we always had some type of covering over our daughter. So when she was an infant, we had her in this pink car seat cover. When she upgraded to the Duna stroller, we had her in this rain cover. As soon as she grew out of the Duna stroller into a toddler stroller, we went between these two and we eventually settled on this one. And I'll share why. But in the Duna stroller, her toddler stroller, we have always had this bundle baby car seat cover. And we still have it to this day because it is extremely warm. Now for my personal experience, layering my baby up and then putting her in this bundle, she was so irritated and didn't like being layered underneath it because what we come to find out was that she was so warm. So this is definitely one of those situations where you have to take in all factors: your child's need, comfort, and the weather. Now that we have a toddler, we have transitioned out of the Duna into a bigger stroller, and we went for a quilted cover that's waterproof, windproof, and is durable. We get a lot of people stopping us and asking us about our stroller covers because I didn't realize that many people don't know about them, but I will link all the ones that we have used down below. I found that they just eliminate the need for a baby blanket. And now that we have a walker, we often put her in a one piece. So we had one when she was a baby and now that she's a toddler. And they also keep her extremely warm. It's gonna be a lot more snow on me, baby. You new to the baby world like I am and was, I want to share this tip that I've discovered walking into Target one day, that if you're looking for coats or jackets for kids, they are often categorized by warm, warmer, and warmest. Who knew? They simplified it for us parents.